Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Tower of Guns. I'm Nye, and I just pushed the button.
Oh god, he's gonna kill us all. Also, he has to pick a new weapon.
And I'm not wearing any pants.
There you go, Mako. It happened.
Told you I was going to do it next video.
Hey, you promised.
So hopefully we're going to have better luck on this one. I'm still using
It's true,
luck up.
too. It's too hot for pants.
I'm really hoping this is not going to be one of those Kegerator runs that I just can't win because we run into big old spike room.
Wait, I think at the last time you ran this, you also had the Lost Family story.
Did I? Really?
Yes.
That's not ominous at all.
I mean, it's a distinct possibility. I mean, there's only so many stories in the game, so, I mean...
I was gonna say, wait, why are you tilting?
Because you can't get out of that bottom area without it. There's actually there's actually a comment from Joe the developer in this area down here that says use tilt. See? C is the default tilt button.
Joe, shine on, you crazy diamond.
You tend to say that a lot.
It's a fun phrase, and it's fitting.
Specifically that series of words. Joe, shine on, you crazy diamond.
Because it works. It's got a kind of flow to it and a kind of cadence. And, well, if you've seen his picture that he's got in the game, he does look a wee bit crazy, but not in the I'm going to use your blood for syrup on my pancakes way, but the must keep developing kind of way, you know.
You know, this game of his that even though it's been released for a while, it keeps on releasing patches for because idiots like me keep on hunting down glitches.
Yeah. Joe,
Okay.
If you're watching this, you're cool, dude. You're cool.
Man, that's a... Whoa, okay. That's... okay. Right.
Yep, that is an okay.
Toss one of these. And let me go grab my loot. My filthy, filthy lucre.
With the children watching? You pervert.
Apparently, 6-year-olds play Grand Theft Auto nowadays. There's nothing I can do that will cost them their innocence.
But that's violence, not such things as an exposed nipple. Ooh!
I said filthy lucre. That's a biblical phrase for money.
Yes, and for Hooters.
I've never ever heard that phrase used.
Everything is a euphemism for boobs. Everything.
So play nice? I don't know. Okay, there's a lot more enemies here than I really feel like dealing with.
Mongolian sweater parrots. Just 3 words chosen at random.
I know, but if you said that to me, I'd figure that you had no idea what a tropical zone was.
They're Arctic parrots. They can speak, but only one phrase. Brock, it's fucking cold. I don't know.
I'm glad you at least knew what I was criticizing you on.
Yeah.
Whoa, up, crap. Okay. I'm down here now. But I loved hearing just the confusion in your voice as you're like, how do I address this? How do I address this particular complaint about my joke?
If I ever got a parrot, I'd train it to say, Brock, my owner's a wizard. He turned me into a parrot. Help! Because that would be hilarious.
No, then you'd also train it to say the phrase, no, Marie, not the knife!
No.
And suddenly I'm reminded of a you ever heard of the Perry Bible Fellowship?
Yes.
Yeah, squawk, gotta kill him tonight. Squawk.
I got that joke, and I'm assuming the Perry Bible Fellowship also got that joke from the Far Side.
Probably.
Which does that exact same joke. That's actually where I got mine. So I'm assuming they got theirs from that.
Are you referring to the comic at the pet shop?
I don't think so. If I remember correctly,
hello,
it's set in
Joey.
an apartment.
Hello. Get him off me. Get him off me.
No, that's the snake one. That's the snake one.
But it's a parrot saying it.
I think it was, oh, hey, look, we're having this run again. But, no, I'm referring to one where, they're in an apartment, if I remember correctly, and the police are exploring some sort of event, and it was some, I can't remember that. I have the complete Far Side 10 feet from me, but I don't have the time to flip through all, 15 years of it.
I gotta check how much that is. I used to have it, then my mom frickin' sold it.
I have the complete Far Side. I also have the complete Calvin and Hobbes, because those were the two comics that defined my childhood.
Good old Calvin and Hobbes.
Like, other people had, Batman and Superman. I had the Far Side and Calvin and Hobbes.
Same.
Yeah, I'm one of those weird people who never really cared for Batman and Superman. I watched the cartoon, but that was it. But
Back
again,
on
I'm
the
also
earlier
not
subject
American.
of parrots, given the recent passing of a comedian, I must relay a parrot joke from him.
Oh dear.
Never keep a parrot in the bedroom unless you want to learn things that you are not meant to learn. You know, Brock, harder, Teddy, harder. Honey, who's Teddy?
Oh dear.
Brock, not the ass. Anyway.
Yeah.
Or as another fallen comedian once said.
We're not getting into the subject of fallen comedians. It's not happening. I decided on the day of that we're not.
But I was going to make a Mitch Hedberg joke.
Okay, you can make Mitch Hedberg.
I
but
can't.
we're not talking about it. We're leaving it as is.
Your mother is a prostitute. Oh wow, the complete Far Side is only $65.
Yeah, it's not expensive, and I don't think it went out of print.
Oh, still in print?
Yeah. I mean, it'll go expensive if it ever goes out of print, but now is that the hardbound nice one?
No. This is paperback. Hardbound is $150.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
I'm jelly.
It was a Christmas present.
Complete Calvin and Hobbes is also $65. That is really tempting.
That's the one I also have in hardbound.
Yeah. But anyway.
I think I've ripped 1 or 2 pages, which kind of upsets me because those pages. But
there's a handful of. There are some comics that are always they're going to be timeless. I'm not sure, Calvin and Hobbes quite qualifies, but
I think it does.
It's pretty close.
I've used Calvin and Hobbes jokes at work.
It really depends on your upbringing, though. I like Calvin and Hobbes, but it's not as important to me as, say, Asterix, to which most people here are probably not going to know.
Asterix and Obelisk?
Asterix and Obelix?
I've heard of it, but I've never actually read it.
It is an old comic book series. I think it was French initially, but it got quite popular in Britain. The year is 50 BC, and Julius Caesar has conquered Gaul. All Gaul. Well, no, not quite, because there is just this one village holding out against the invaders.
I have heard of it. Isn't there a game based off of it?
Several.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's where I know it from, is from the games.
Yeah,
What is that? Okay, so guys, the jackboot from last episode was not actually the last item. This may be. What is this? It looks like a robot wearing a turban. Vampire barrel adapter.
When you damage foes, you heal.
Kills gain health. Okay. We're just not going to use that. I picked it up. If it's the last one, and it may be, because it's an item I don't recall ever having, which doesn't mean it's the last one, it just means that I don't remember getting it.
Another very classic cartoon series. Tintin.
Never got into it.
Sorry about that, I got called away at a sudden moment, and I really wish they wouldn't do that.
That's what a flamethrower is for.
I tried to get into Tintin. I tried really hard to get into Tintin. I just was never interested.
Yeah, Tintin is one of those, you have to... There are things you will appreciate and things you will not. Again, it depends a lot on what you were brought up with.
I mean, I enjoy the jokes about it, especially, watching stuff like, Venture Brothers and stuff like that. I can enjoy the jokes about it. Never got the actual, thing itself.
That's fair, I suppose.
I also never got, Johnny Quest or anything like that.
With me, the two big comics will always be Far Side and Calvin and Hobbes. There's a special place in my heart for both. Just under the left ventricle.
Well, whenever I actually had to look up, I was at work, the other day, so I've got a couple work stories I'm going to tell, I was at work the other day, someone didn't believe me that there was a phrase, cockles of my heart. I had to look it up for them. They thought I was saying dirty words.
Well, to be fair...
No. It is a legitimate word.
Yeah, but everything is dirty depending on how you say it.
Okay, I told them that the something had something to do with a game that was actually still out. The fact they were buying it warmed me to the cockles of my heart, which is the actual phrase in question.
Mm-hmm. But just about everything can be big. Just think of it like this. Let's go with...
Something, dirty old man.
The word naughty. This word can, depending on inflection, mean two different things. And, as a comedian once put it, if you ever plan on having kids, never use it in the bed. Because a lot of people do like to say, oh, you're a naughty girl, or whatever, to their wife. But the thing is, if you eventually have a kid, let's say your kid's playing in the mud, right?
You're never allowed to say, oh, you are being so naughty today.
You're a naughty, dirty girl. Whoa! Yeah. Yeah. Be careful with your words, folks, because they can mean many things. Anyway, the point of the matter is, Nye's about to die in lava.
That top lava pool up there is the one that has items sometimes. So I was checking it to see if it was actually worth it to take the damage in order to get the item, but there's nothing in there this time.
Haven't you tested this and you can't actually live long enough?
It depends how much health you have, but I have the transdimensional highway. So,
yeah, but you couldn't even live long enough with 2 more bars to reach the chest.
Theoretically, I'd be able to get in, use the transdimensional highway to get out. Theoretically. Whether that would actually work or not,
Practice-retically, you would have died like a bitch. Well, more like a dropped hot dog, but you know what I mean.
Well, we'd see.
Sizzle, 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 foomp.
Sizzle, 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 splat.
Well, it's more like foomp because you'll go up in flames. Lava.
Holding up a thumb as you sink under.
Yeah.
I won't be back. This hurts like a bitch.
Yeah. I still love that Castle Crashers made that joke.
Yeah.
Okay, are we done? Twerps, can we finish now?
No. You must suffer forever.
Now that I'm thinking on it, there is a comic that's kind of very reminiscent of The Far Side. Saturday Morning Breakfast cereal.
There's a lot of them, actually, because a lot of them sought to step in where Gary Larson stopped.
Yeah, and Maximum. Oh, hell, remember the Book of Biff?
I do remember the Book of Biff.
Yeah,
though I will say the Book of Biff was more, is, actually, because it's still running.
No, it's not.
Oh, he officially stopped it now?
He hasn't had a new Book of Biff since February 11th of 2014.
Yeah, see, the last time I read it was a year and a half ago.
The Book of Biff. Is this anything like the Book of Gourd?
No, it's...
The Book of Gourd is a comment about a guy who was running a video game rental shop and the stupid shit he has to deal with. The Book of Biff is an extremely random series of typically one panel cartoons.
Well, that's why I was asking. This is one I have not heard of, so...
Okay, you should just go to thebookofbiff.com and just read them. It's great. It's a hilarious, non-sequitur-licious... It's good.
Non-sequitur-licious.
And now I'm thinking of another one I read way back when, and sadly a lot of it's been lost now. It was utterly not safe for brain work or anything else. Anything with a pulse, basically, and a few things that don't. Parking Lot is Full.
Never heard of it.
It was essentially like what The Far Side might have been if it was written by a sociopath. Not funny all the time, but occasionally so incredibly wrong it was funny.
I mean, there's been so many comics that have come and gone, and so many web comics that have come and gone. There's still a couple that used to be on my radar years ago that I got to catch up on since they finally have stopped. Like, one that I used to read, almost religiously, actually, was Dominic Deegan.
I'm familiar with that one.
die or something?
No, we finished.
Yeah, no, the comic is done. He stopped it, I want to say, about a year ago. But it was a daily running comic, and it was actually written fairly well, actually. A daily comic that he ran for ever. Lubricator, please, thank you. He ran it for a long time. It had multiple story arcs, and the thing notable about it was people died. And he didn't kill them, like, for no reason. When a character died, it was typically because something big just happened. And they were, if they didn't die, it wouldn't have been realistic. But also, the main character suffered damage over and over and over. In the first couple of major story arcs, I think he lost a leg, he lost multiple teeth, I think he lost an eye at one point.
Well, an eye was damaged.
Yeah, an eye was damaged.
Not lost.
So, like, the main character gets hurt and doesn't do things perfectly and screws up all the time, and it made for a really good storyline. So
he also got a lot of flack for certain story elements he decided to use.
Okay, so that I didn't know. What specifically?
There is a character, for those who don't know, who is raped as part of the story. And essentially, it is the only example I can think of in any story I've ever written where rape is used as a tool to rescue someone. Or that is the excuse.
Yeah, that I don't remember. That must have been after I stopped reading.
Probably. That cost him an awful lot of public...
But you gotta remember,
there are some things that you cannot touch.
Well, there was also one of the characters very early on is an actual rapist who gets exonerated eventually, but because it turns out it wasn't that they were being possessed the entire time, essentially. But that character refuses to take that get out of jail free card, and kind of suffers themselves for it the entire time. So I guess he was kind of exploring both sides of it, but
it is generally...
It's not my fault. A ghost made me do it. Doesn't really hold up in a court of law.
Except they proved that it was actually...
I know. It's set in fucking D&D. A ghost made me do it is totally an acceptable answer.
Yeah.
But anything set in D&D, you can just say a wizard did it, and everyone will just be kind of...
Oh, okay. Understood.
That explains it. So, you released how many mimics into the city? Fucking wizard made me do it. Oh, well...
Okay, well,
yeah, they'll do that.
Get out of here, you crazy bastard.
Stop hanging about the Mages College. I wasn't. I was just getting a hot dog, and one of them frickin' snuck up behind me, and 1, 2, 3 brain rape, and I'm gone. And next thing I know, I'm waking up covered in weasel fur and mayonnaise.
Weasel fur and mayonnaise.
Yep. It's my go-to standard for a noodle incident.
I'm sorry, you're not allowed to have your own noodle incident. You may, however, actually use the phrase noodle incident, and anybody who had a childhood will understand what you meant.
Yes.
But it's not
But I find weasel fur and mayonnaise makes people think more than just the noodle incident.
You could also use hamster Hugh in the Ooey Kablooey. Sorry, Gooey Kablooey.
Thank you. I waited in hopes that you would correct yourself, and I was not disappointed.
So I was, quite apart from the other incident at work, I was at work, and I actually have said this several times in the past.
Oh, is this the story about how you got the trombone caught in your... Well, anyway.
No, it's not that story. I'll tell that story eventually. But,
how did they ever get it out, anyway?
Time, patience, and a lot of lubrication. Anyways.
Speaking of,
getting
can I
on with
get my salad tongs back?
You shouldn't have launched them at me in the first place. You're not getting those back.
Damn. I needed those for tonging
Getting
things.
on with things.
So, first rule of improv, Mako, you never say no. Anyways. No, I was sitting at work, and frequently I'll have kids who come in, and, kids being what they are, they have this really nasty habit of being incredibly... What's the word I'm looking for?
Stupid?
Annoying?
Greedy is the word I was. Greedy is the word I was actually going for. Like or entitled. That's the word I'm going for. Entitled. So they'll, when their parent is going to buy them something, they'll act as if they deserved this all along, as opposed to the parent's about to drop like $70 on you, or $100 on you, or $400 on you. So occasionally, I turn to the parent, I raise my eyebrow, they shrug, and then I'll turn to the kid and I'll pull the Calvin Hobbes in them, and I'll say, "There's something you should recall. It costs approximately." Remember, this was numbers from back when Calvin Hobbes was running. It doesn't apply now because of how much more it costs. But I said, you got to remember, to raise a kid from 0 to 18 costs roughly $25,000. You should ask yourself. It's more like $250,000 now.
No, it's much larger. It's approximately $750,000, not counting college.
But I said, you got to remember, or you got to ask yourself, was this a gift or a loan? Surprisingly, it actually works just as well as in real life as it did in the comic. It's really funny to see how some of the kids respond to that, too. And the great thing is, I've had parents who actually understood where the reference came from.
Not surprising.
I know, but one very specific comic from 20 years ago, really?
But it's a great comic that everyone's read.
True.
Man, speaking of parents and whatnot, you ever just look around and realize everyone you knew growing up is having kids?
No.
I try not to, because it makes me feel old.
I try not to, because I kind of get worried about what those kids are going to be like.
It makes me happy that I'm single.
Okay, I'm trying to decide, do I want the lubricator or the blue shell?
Lubricator.
Lubricator
the blue shell
would
is
be more useful
fun.
in the long term, but the blue shell will do more damage in the short term. Depends on what you're going for, I think.
Well, the blue shell is instant boss win. That's what it is. It doesn't work on the final boss, but...
Wait, you're using the unicorn pukerator, right?
Yeah.
Are you on Taco?
The blue shell could be a really nice backup
Too late.
for...
That was a while ago.
Are you using the Taco Terror?
No, we're not
I
using
wasn't
Taco
checking.
Terror. I'm using Luck Up right now.
Tasty tacos or something.
Damn, I can't make it up there. See, this is where I'd like to use lubricator one day in Hugbot Alley.
You're a monster.
But I don't feel like dying that hard.
What did those little robots ever do to you? Honestly.
Well, they tried to hug me and didn't take the answer no means no.
But they're dumb. They're robots.
Is that an excuse in the court of law nowadays?
Yes, actually. Being mentally insufficient to know what you're doing is wrong is a legitimate excuse.
Yes, but then you go to the insane asylum or something.
Not the insane asylum, but it's pretty much, yeah, if someone is mentally incapable of functioning due to being really fucking dumb, they have to have a caretaker.
Okay.
It's just how things work.
If I get to play through 2, if we get to the battlements, we're gonna go find that damn secret. I just picked up the motivator. So it's happening.
Such an interesting item, that.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, the problem with the motivator is it actually has to hit a wall in order to work.
Yeah.
Which can be difficult sometimes when there's no wall to be had.
Can you have more than one motivator cube up with that?
Yes.
So that could be used for some fun woogity.
And evil. Don't forget evil.
Can it be both?
Evil!
You're never allowed to forget evil because, evil does things.
Unless you take that feed at level 21, or is it 27, that makes you immune to all alignment effects and completely ignore them.
That makes you immune to alignment effects, doesn't stop evil from doing shit.
Yes, but it means evil doesn't apply to you. You forget about evil.
Yeah.
There is no good, there is no evil,
There
only is.
Nope, you screwed it up, sorry. That's your joke, too, and you fucked it up, Trance.
No, it's not a joke. That's how it's worded. There's no good, there's no evil.
That should have been an only Zool joke.
Yeah.
No, it shouldn't.
Yes, it should have.
Yes, it should have. I'm sorry.
I disagree.
You can disagree all you want.
Zool is very evil. Besides, I didn't mention anything about gods or even divine ranks, so there's no only Zool doesn't work. And there wasn't even mention of dogs or a Dana.
Yes,
so,
but you said there's no evil. You said there is no something, therefore joke applies.
I have to disagree. Otherwise, there is no tuna. There is okay. That one works only because it's silly, but there is no hope. There's only Zool.
Nope, that works. That actually entirely fits the...
Speaking of words that entirely change what a sentence means, you ever realize that sort of means either nothing or everything?
I use the phrase "same difference" repeatedly. It doesn't really apply to me all that much.
I sorta broke your lamp. Lamp's fucking broken.
No, but in that case, it's
crashed.
I sort of did it. I'm not really responsible for breaking your lamp. I only sort of did it.
Your car sorta got plowed into by a truck. It's the same as your car got plowed into by a truck, but sometimes it makes all the difference. She's going to live. Sort of.
There may have been an incident. May have.
If you can call that living, I suppose she's gonna live. I guess.
Okay, this is gonna hurt. Ah, damn it.
That's what she said.
This is gonna hurt. Ah, damn it. Whoa,
yep.
Hello, where'd you guys come from? What the hell?
Cloaking device deactivated.
Pretty much. Just all of a sudden, spin bots everywhere.
Live to spin.
Live by the spin, die by the spin?
It's a Warcraft reference to how Fury Warrior is played. Live to spin.
See, anytime someone says Warcraft, my first thought is Warcraft 2.
Fury Warrior's primary moves are Whirlwind and Blade Storm. They dual-wield two-handed weapons and spin around.
Demacia?
No, just no.
No, that's what you're describing. I'm sorry.
Nope. You're not even admitting words.
I'm sorry, Trance. You just unwittingly made several references to League of Legends.
There's a Rammus hat that you can get that's really cool.
Rammus in general is very cool.
Right, but they have his cosplay hat from PAX. And it's one size, it's pretty big, and it's fucking adorable.
Have you, Trans, I know you don't play, but have you seen this new character they just added? The prehistoric, Yordle?
Nope.
It doesn't speak, but it mimics what other people say badly. So, one of them is, Garen's battle cry is Demacia. So, this Yordle, yells, Demaglio! Go look up what it says for Rammus.
I have seen the Overlord Vagar skin. And the fact that he starts quoting all of the old villains. All of them. He quotes freaking Fawful. This skin existing was almost enough to make me install League again.
I like the idea behind League, but I have issues getting enough Give a Care to play it.
Mm-hmm. The reason I stopped was just the community.
So ignore them. Seriously.
So don't communicate with the team.
No. Go with a team of players who you know. Ignore the rest of them. Seriously.
Maybe I don't know.
I've also
there's never any reason to communicate with the other team other than GG. Thanks for playing.
I tend to be quite fond of actually Smite rather than League of Legends.
Never played it. Heard's good.
It's same general concept. Slightly different viewpoint and more the skill. Most of the skills are still our skill shot, are what they or what I understand are called skill shots.
Yeah.
But the difference is, I'm not quite sure how to phrase the difference. Having played them both, there is a difference. I'm just not sure how to adequately explain it. So the viewpoint is very much one of them. You're playing over the shoulder rather than overhead. So positioning and sneaking up on someone matters.
I mean, what I can say is I grew up playing stuff like StarCraft and stuff like not World of Warcraft, but Warcraft. So the overhead viewpoint makes sense to me because that's how I control players or characters, anyways.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
and if you're playing a Dota-like, then it's really helpful.
Yeah.
Right. No, Smite managed to make it work at the same time. Like, also, I will say I'm probably biased because I bought in such a way as I don't have to buy new characters.
Yep. I don't mind buying new characters because
I
it's, you know, it feels like I'm buying an entire new game for like $10.
Oh, I got no problem with it. It's, I mean, same reason, you know, I'll buy a character in, say, you know, Marvel Heroes. It's just, you know, I find that I'm a little bit more biased because I don't have to pay for the new characters.
Yeah, it's understandable. Okay, so we're doing good. We got another. I don't know if anybody knows. We got another luck up back there.
Indeed.
So that's definitely going to help. Would you die, please? What I've also noticed is that the motivator is just obnoxiously hard to use when you're trying to scale a vertical surface. Whoa, okay, that's a thing. The game doesn't use lasers very much, but when it does, I hate it. Oh, that's different. Keeps on spawning enemies on me. Now, the loot lubricator says it only works for 6 seconds. I want to say it works longer than that. Either that or my internal clock on exactly how long 6 seconds is off. Which very well might be. I've never really been good at calculating stuff like that. Go away, you. Stop breathing fire. Just gonna dodge all of that. Okay, I want you guys to stop shooting at me. Nope, no more. No. You're done. I swear. Okay, is it just me? Or do you hear, anytime you hear someone say, like, a two-phrase imperative like that, like, you're done, do you just hear, in the background of your head, John Cleese saying, the Larch?
No.
Number 43, the Larch.
I think
Larch.
You should seek medical attention.
The Larch.
The Larch is
The
a mass made of incandescent leaves, a gigantic plantier furnace. It doesn't use hydrogen or helium, and it's certainly not heated to billions of degrees.
I think I'm about legally obligated to hurt you now.
That would be against the teachings of Captain Organic Veggie Man.
Okay, so now we got a quick fight against the pipe organ. Actually, that's how I feel sometimes against the pipe organ, because it fires off very rapid fire spike balls. And now it's dead.
So you ever spend time just floating around YouTube looking for recordings of things being played on instruments that they have no business being played on?
No, but I have a feeling we're about to hear a story about it.
There's something hilarious about hearing Bohemian Rhapsody played on 4 tubas.
That to me that sounds like sacrilege. I'm not sure, but
It's amusing sacrilege.
okay, but as long as we've acknowledged that it's totally sacrilege, okay.
Also, anything involving the phrases Black Sabbath and accordion tends to be quite comical.
And a lot of them tend to be made by Weird Al, so it's kind of understandable.
No, actually.
No?
No. Nope. Not even once.
Not even once. Nope. By the way, this is the room that killed me last time. Let's see if I can make it so that doesn't happen again.
On the flip side, I've seen many things played on the glass harmonica, and I've come to the conclusion that that is the correct instrument for fucking everything.
Oh, no, get away from me. Ow, son of a bitch.
Like, even shit that's big and grandiose and clearly has no business being played on a glass harmonica. Let's go with, I don't know, Toccata and Fugue in D minor. Clearly that should never be played on the glass harmonica. And yet...
And yet, there's the decided chance that I may be wrong.
It sounds incredible.
I'll take your word for it.
Indeed you will.
Yes, I will. That's what I said, is that I would do it. Okay, let's move on. I'm a little bit concerned. This gun I don't like it, and we're nearing a boss that I'm not sure I can beat with this gun.
Oh, you think it's going to be the spike room again?
No. We're past the time when that can actually spawn. I'm talking about the gumball machine. I'm not 100% sure I have the ability to beat the gumball machine with this gun. Now, if the game was kind enough to... What is that? TNT? Ow! What I hit? TNT or crit? TNT. I don't think this gun actually has the ability to crit.
Yeah, I don't think it works with TNT either. Or it might work brilliantly with TNT and explode on impact.
It looks like it does explode on impact with TNT.
So that's actually kind of nice for that gun. You've turned it from a mine layer into a missile launcher.
No, it still lays a mine, too.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah. What am I being hit by? I would love
Everything.
to know. Well, yes, I mean, apart from that. Oh, shit. Get me out of here.
That's what she said.
But yeah, the TNT is actually working brilliantly with this gun.
Given that your gun already explodes, what's TNT doing for it?
Bigger explosion on impact.
Okay.
So it does more damage when the actual shot hits, which means I'm less relying on the explosion afterwards. This is gonna suck. Okay, I'm just gonna stand right here. Okay. How did you not die? All the rest of them died instantly. You son of a bitch. No?
They died because he ate them. All of them. I don't know.
I don't know why you suddenly went Jamaican.
I was going for Mr. Popo.
Oh.
I'll tell you whether or not.
What? You don't suppose you could be Cyclopses, could you?
No, it's
you
not.
got it. I was going to say you had invisible bastards before, so...
No, it's not Cyclopses. These guys, however, are doing a lot of damage to me, and I can't seem to hit them. Okay, that one's down. It's one of the reasons I don't like this gun, is I don't have any, recourse against guys like that. Okay. So, on the subject of my health...
You're gonna die! And horribly!
I'm feeling that way. I can tell you for a fact we're not going to be able to get to do the Maw on this run through. So I'm going to go for another run through after this. Okay, just don't let me hit it, that's fine. Let me just hit the ground nicely, thank you. Okay, Gumball Machine was actually pretty easy, thankfully.
See, when you said you thought you might have some trouble with it, I was thinking, how? Because large explosion plus stationary object.
There we go. That's gonna be... I just made a really big mistake, didn't I?
Oh, God.
We're doing it. I've never had a chance to do this combo before, so we're doing it. And you know what? I'll put TNT... Actually, wait. Yeah. Better.
Oh, God.
Okay, we're just going to immediately restart because I don't feel like trying to take on the Maw with this little health. But also, the point of this run was specifically to go up in the battlements, so we're going to see if we can get that done. Because someone told me there's something up there, so we're going. But this makes me giggle.
You know what makes me giggle? Anything involving an all-ukulele string quartet.
I'm not sure that's allowed under international peace agreements.
It is. I've seen it. I've also seen someone playing dueling banjos on a single ukulele, and that made me giggle uncontrollably.
Dueling banjos.
You know, ding 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 ding. That.
And yet, that played on ukuleles.
Yeah.
Apparently.
You are a sick individual.
No, sick is how much I actually liked the Bohemian Rhapsody for ukulele quartet.
There's something about you and quartets. I'm not sure.
Everything's better when there's 4 of them. Or at least some multiple of 2, including 2 itself. Is 2 a multiple of itself? Yes, because it is 1, 2. 1 times 2 is 2, therefore 2 is a multiple of 2.
I think there's a mathematical axiom that talks about that. But right now I'm trying not to get shot, so I can't think about it.
I'm not the one who would know. My roommate is. He's a math nerd. It's awesome.
But I think I can somewhat confidently say that anything is a multiple of itself. But I'm going to be
What
proven
about
wrong.
L? No, X. X is not a multiple of itself because that fucker can be just about anything.
Oh, hello. No? Okay. There are hidden ceilings. And whenever I've found one, I've never actually had a chance to go explore it. Okay, let's just get this stuff. So, jumps are nice. We need more of them, but we're doing well on jumps. Because I'm not sure how the motivator is going to work when we get outside the level. So we're going to have to explore that. Okay, so this is almost done. I'm kind of regretting my choice of putting a spread on the motivator, just because it's not going to work all that well. It's just something cute to do. I really want spread to be on this gun, mostly because I like a shotgun filled with explosives.
Yeah, but then you'd lose the TNT effect.
I can live with that. Trans. Shotgun filled with explosives.
Shotgun full of delayed explosives, which means it can't hurt the boss that you're terrified of.
I don't think it could hurt that boss anyways. Because this is the boss in question, and it's still doing the same problem this guy.
No, it's hurting him. I'm watching
it. It is, kind of. It's not doing enough damage to him to actually kill him, though. There we go. Okay, now it's doing it.
Yeah.
See, you say shotgun filled with explosives, and all I can just think of is my line when I was trying to explain why Borderlands is a good game.
Is this the new item?
Painful Siphon?
I was doing a lot of thinking on it. And I figure the reason I don't like Borderlands 2 as much as Borderlands the first is I don't like the gun mods as much.
Well, I was explaining to someone the other day, I don't care whether you like the gun mods or not. I don't care whether you like the game or not. Your opinion is invalid because I have a shotgun that shoots dynamite.
Right.
Mago has a point.
There was this one weapon in particular, like it was the masher. You can't get mashers anymore, and there's no real pistolero build that
it's
works.
Because the masher was fucking broken. It was 6 shots all at once at point-blank accuracy. It was a broken gun.
They have the same exact effect on snipers.
Yeah. But the
the
masher effect could be done on anything it used to be. Now it can't.
No, it couldn't. It was only revolvers.
Oh, that's what it is.
And it took the place of any other element. But I loved playing the pistolero style, which as far as I can tell, none of the classes really fit as a pistolero in Borderlands 2.
I want to see, like, I'm just curious to see what ends up with the next set of, with the pre-sequel.
I mean, we already know what they do.
Yeah, I know that, oh hell, I forgot the fucking name of it, the little robot.
Claptrap.
Yeah, I know that Claptrap has, something to benefit him because he has a major flaw of his camera is at the proper angle for a Claptrap.
That doesn't sound like a flaw. That sounds like a perk.
He is only a foot tall. This really fucks with your field of view.
Sounds like a perk.
It's not.
Trance, remember that code that we found in this game where it puts you to only as tall as your gun?
Yeah.
That's less than a foot tall. I was still playing just fine.
The thing is, it also does Claptrap's camera angle, so it's narrower. You end up with a really limited field of vision. But on the blight side, because that's totally the word, on the bright side, you are a frickin'
Claptrap.
I almost said Craptrap, which...
Actually, you know what? That's about right in most cases.
No, one thing that I want to see is Wilhelm. I'm curious about Wilhelm because apparently
He's human.
He's human, but from what I understand, as you play through the game and you get his upgrades, he will become he's supposed to literally become a machine as he goes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm also curious to see what they end up like. I know what the theory is, at least when they last talked about it for the Borderlands, the Telltale thing they're doing. I'd like to see that in action because it sounds like it could be interesting.
What, Tales from the Borderlands?
Yes. The last time they talked about it, the way it was going to work is you wander around, you actually can find money and get certain upgrades. But whenever when a fight breaks out, you're a guy who works for Hyperion. So you call down a bunch of Hyperion bots, you outfit them with stuff, and they engage in the fight for you.
Sounds about right. I mean, that's the type of thing Hyperion would do. I just like describing Borderlands, the pre-sequel, as Handsome Jack. He's your fault. Because that is exactly the story of Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and it cracks me up that that's what they went with.
Beautiful.
He's also a dickbag.
Well, apparently he doesn't start out as one. Like, he starts out as a stand-up guy, supposedly, and then becomes a dickbag.
There's no way that bastard started off decent.
I don't know.
He's a Mongolian fucking cum bubbler. He's a twit.
Okay, so we're
a
totally
jerk
picking this up
nozzle.
now. Thank you, Mystery Box. I love you, and we'll be using you for the rest of the game.
Armor up.
Well, we have several luck ups already, so...
Ripple laser. Anyway.
Oh, God.
And that's the sound of recognition.
It sounds like something I'm not sure I want to know.
I'm having bad flashbacks to the last terrible game I had at Parodius.
Oh, okay.
Parodius. Such a fun game.
Yes,
Seen
it
a lot of
was.
things on it, never played it.
You can
It is a
play
fantastic game.
as an octopus in a jar. Or a little dude made entirely out of jam riding on a paper airplane. Or...
Okay, I've played as a boy made of meat, so can we...
Is it the bunny girl that rides on the giant needle, or was that the witch?
That
Yes,
sounds like a
I
witch
think
thing.
at some point both have happened.
Okay. There's the giant space baby as well.
I mean, Miyazaki, okay.
What else were the Parodius characters?
The only time I've ever seen Proteus played or anything like that was when I was watching Deceased Crab play the original La Mulana and had the Proteus clone.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never been good at... I love shmups. I've never been good at them.
Yeah.
Like, I love to play Toho. I'm terrible at them. Okay, game, just give me this enemy over and over and over. That's fine.
Oh, yeah. You can play as option.
I feel as if there was a missing article there.
No. No.
The little glowy things
I know.
from...
Usually, when you refer to a single thing of multiple things, the word N would be used. You play as N option.
No, because
Not
that's
option
his
as
name.
in proper noun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Options, they individually and collectively are named option. Well, no, the first one is named option. The option from the Lord British, not the Vic Viper, is named multiple.
Not Lord English?
No.
What upgrade is that?
That's Fire Mine, which in no circumstance should I be putting on this. Holy crap, I just turned the motivator into a gun.
Mr. Past Glory
I'm not going to, I'm just swapping stuff out.
is a character in some of them that is a bomb. You know, like the screen clearing things.
Yeah.
That...
How is this not a secret?
Yeah.
It's not even a thing you can stand on. Wow. Okay. So, this happened, again, and I'm keeping it. Because I like hurting myself.
Sunfish.
Moving on.
A fellow
Come on.
named...
Oh, God, it's Tagadrome.
No, see, I like shooters, but I'm never really good. I'm never any good at them. So
Yeah,
much the same.
Okay, guys, hope for me.
Don't
there
suck.
is no hope for you.
Come on.
I call dibs on his controller when he dies. Why the hell did I use that voice for that?
I know, I'm sitting there going, okay, I kind of recognize that voice, but it's not trance. What the hell just happened?
That's an angry British thug. That's Onel, except no, because Onel sounds just like Winnie the Pooh.
I swear I heard that voice in Neverwinter when we played last night.
Quite probably. It's a very standard accent.
Oh god, should I?
What is it?
Seek.
Oh god.
So we're putting Seek on the mine launcher.
There's no way that can go wrong.
Well, I
Nearest living target is you.
You know what? We're gonna do TNT. Or we're gonna do spread on this again because reasons.
Oh god.
Because when the game gives me a chance to do something stupid. Unfortunately, I don't have the Piccolo of Hate. I'm holding on to spread in case I get the Piccolo of Hate.
Because... Yeah.
Okay, we're on battlements.
You should mod the Piccolo of Hate's fire sound to be the Popeye theme.
No, I should mod the Piccolo of Hate's fire sound to be the 1812 Overture.
Now I'm just flashing back to Ratchet and Clank.
Yep. We haven't gotten there yet. We're getting there.
That's the reference being made.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think A Crack in Time was nearly as good as the, Was it Tools of Destruction was the game immediately before it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think Crack in Time was nearly as good as Todd.
I don't think the guns were as good. I think the gameplay, the storyline, all that was fantastic, but the guns just weren't as good.
And that really kind of makes it, like... None of the guns really feel distinctive or fun.
Okay. Here we go, guys.
I mean, when the first really distinctive, fun, and unique weapon you get is from the previous game... I don't know.
You realize, of course, that having expended all of your jumps at this point, when you I was going to say, you realize that when you having expended like all of your jumps, the moment you hit the ground, you are going to splatter so far they are going to find pieces of you in Sweden.
Is Sweden a naturally tenable place to land?
Not when not when other base pieces of you are coming down in other continents.
Well, no, everyone knows you always land in Sweden. It's an interesting artifact of, well, Sweden's neutral nature. Basically, because of all the funny accident... because of all of the funny accents in Sweden, it creates a sort of vortex of people attraction, which causes people to naturally fall on Sweden. It's quite interesting. They frequently have raining people all the time, hence the song It's Raining Men, that's actually set in Sweden.
Trance, we need to have a talk.
No, there is no hope. Run while you still can. I am Sinistar, etc.
Okay, what? Let's go up there. We're still going up, guys. Apparently I'm going up for a while, because I know where the end of this track is, if the person I talked to is correct. And, it's a while up still. That said, Joe, I love the fact that all of this is standable.
I can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
I can. Oop, do not fly off the level, that would suck.
I'm saying when you're done, you can tilt back home, presumably. I hope.
Yeah. In fact, that's the plan. Okay. Still going up. Jesus.
The secret, of course, is just the old Kilroy was here thing.
I don't care. If there is indeed a secret up where I am going, it'll be worth it.
You know, I think I've got the perfect name for this episode.
Into the Wild Blue Yonder?
I was going to go with Vertigo, but that works too.
Oh. Whoa, man. So high.
Like, have you ever really looked at things, man?
Have you ever really looked at the skybox, man?
One pill makes you larger. One pill makes you small.
Do you know the problem, Trance? The actual notes you were singing to that are the same as certain notes in I Need a Hero.
They're also identical to the notes from Go Ask Alice, which is what I was singing.
Which is what you were singing, yeah, I know. I know the song, but...
Very musical set of days lately.
Larger, and it's called Viagra. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't think that was part of the original song.
I'm reminded of a story.
Hey, you should go ask Alice. She knows. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Say no more, say no more. I want.
Can we?
Not as good as wink to a blind bat.
Okay, we're almost there, guys.
Okay.
We have made it to the top of the Tower of Wow!
And it's just
It's
cat.
the
How did you even get up here?
Hell?
It's the truth.
Well, whatever. Since you obviously like to tinker and break games, here's a bunch of power-ups for the heck of it.
My God.
Okay.
Go
Crit plus.
shine
crit
on,
plus,
you
move
crazy
speed.
fucking diamond.
XP, XP. My God.
Didn't that give you something like... You did not have 600 gold before, right?
Oh no, you saw those two big red coins?
Yeah.
Each one was 100.
Wow. Joe,
That's the only time I've ever seen the big red coins, too.
I'm pretty sure they only spawn there.
I wouldn't be surprised. By the
Joe,
way, down there on the lower left, that's where we started.
Never change, Joe.
Joe, we love you. I just want you to know
Yes.
this. We love everything about you.
You like to break shit? Here, break shit
Have
some more.
some shit to break stuff. I am going to go to the end of the barrel because this is actually... I'm standing on the big barrel at the top of the Tower of Guns. God, it's a gigantic scope, too. Look at that.
Yes.
I'm going to see if there's something in the inside of it.
I
Because I actually had always been meant... I always meant to go and explore, like, the tower itself, and I just never got around to doing it. So I'm glad the commenter in question let me know. Okay, sure. Oh my God, there is something there. There is actually something there.
You're at maximum speed, too.
Yep. Which is good, because otherwise this would take a while. What are you going to give me? What am I going to get for going into the barrel of the Tower of Guns? A giant
Have you
EXP.
completely lost your mind?
There's a giant EXP and EXP rate up.
So why'd you take the EXP rate up sec as you were maxed anyway?
Yeah. See?
But you're now at the point
I've
where
been
you're
wondering why I've never been able to find any of the secrets in battlements. This is why. Because they're up here.
You're now at the point where your natural jump height is almost high enough to give you fall damage.
It's not quite there, but it's close.
Yeah, I said almost, not.
Okay, well, let's just glide our way back down, then. I am moving. I know it doesn't seem like I'm moving, but I am moving.
Yeah, it's visible. Ish.
The problem is the level is way over there.
Yeah. Well, at least fall damage can't kill you?
It can.
Oh.
It most definitely can.
You're gonna go splat.
No, I'm not.
I'm reminded of the sound of a balloon full of jam
What we are
hitting
going to
a
see,
brick
though,
wall.
let's see. What we're going to see is if the game is actually designed in such a way that I'm able to skip a room. See the big triangle room? Mm-hmm. I haven't gone in there yet. I'm going to skip it and we're going to see what happens.
You've done that before.
No, I have never skipped a room. I've gone around rooms. I have never actually skipped a room. So we're going to go straight to this room. We'll see what happens.
Jump.
Jump, jump, slide, slide.
Nothing
And
special.
all your Mega Man
there you go.
viewers just had flashbacks.
Ow, 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 ow. Okay, let's not do that. I'm not sure how good of an idea Seek was on this gun.
I don't think it was a very good idea.
Actually, it's not bad, honestly.
As long as you stay well away from them.
Pretty much. Ow.
Run,
Wow.
run, or you'll be well done.
Pretty much. Let me get all my health back. Hold on.
Run, coward. I live.
Suffer mortals as your pathetic magic betrays you.
I guess. I mean...
I was going for more of a Sinistar, but that works too.
And I was going for a,
Hey, look, even more speed-ups.
Oh,
I could
God.
use.
It's
Okay, what's this?
zoom, zoom.
You know what? Yes.
Uber does nothing on this gun, remember.
I'm not using it on this gun.
Are you going to Uber the motivational chip? Will it even do anything?
Let's find out. Oh, nope, not Seek. I don't want Seek anymore. I do want Spread.
Boing.
Well, the shot's a lot bigger.
Hmm.
It's good to have Uber stored, and Spread is nice on the mine launcher.
Yeah.
And hey, maybe you'll get a Piccolo of Hate.
That's kind of what I'm waiting for, actually. Okay. Well, that was an adventure.
How
What's
does
happening
Uber work on the GG anyway?
I don't think it does.
Ah,
Well,
I know Uber's great on the pizza thrower.
Did I get anything from this boss? Oh. He gave me TNT. Nope.
What does TNT do with the motivational jam?
We actually had it on there for a few minutes. It does explode at impact, and then, that's
And then
about
just makes... fair.
Turns it into an actual weapon.
it. Yep.
Well, it's not bad as just a weapon at level 1.
Yeah, no, it's not bad at all, but I don't feel like taking the damage to get it to level 1 to make it
I know.
worthwhile.
Damn it, why'd you yawn? You made me yawn. You're a monster. You're a monster.
Well, yes.
Now I want a can of Monster.
Oh,
Ew,
God.
How can you drink that shit?
I find it quite pleasant in flavor, as long as it's the low-cal version. Tastes like...
I can't drink, like, energy drinks. If I ever have to, it's always, like, a thing I grimace, and it's like, well, I didn't sleep last night, so this is my punishment.
I really enjoy how they taste.
I used
There's
to
just
swear
there's
by...
just such an unpleasant aftertaste to it.
I used to
That's-
swear by Jolt, occasionally at, but I can't drink energy drinks anymore for multiple reasons.
I find them really tasty, and I love the aftertaste. Speaking of, I'm gonna go grab me a can of Sour Apple Rockstar. Be right back.
That crazy bastard. Okay, let's... I think we're at a place where we're going to be able to Uber win with this gun.
Yeah.
And what's more interesting about this is not the fact that we're going to Uber win, it's that no other gun is going to get me the Uber win. We are going to Uber win this with this gun. Which I find interesting, because typically, or I was expecting that with this gun, the only way we'd be able to get the Uber win is very specifically by, cheesing it, you know, by getting a GG9000 or something like that, that would just give me the win. But that hasn't had to happen.
Yay.
Do I care? No, we're just gonna move on.
I'd be more concerned about finding pickups to up your health more than anything else. Just a matter of formality.
No, there is no formality here. My health needs to go up because we're on lap 2. There is no such thing as a matter of formality with your health in lap 2. Lap 2 is when things get frightening.
And I return.
Welcome back. Yeah, lap 2, things get really scary in lap 2.
And I have a teacup full of ice because that was the only cup we have clean.
Ouch. So yeah, Trans, I was saying to Mako that I thought it's really pleasant that on the gun that I dislike, we're going to get the win based on the gun itself, as opposed to getting another gun that will beat the game for us.
You know, I'm curious to see how this gun actually behaves against the Maw.
I'm going to have to get in real close.
Given the Maw's eccentricities, quote-unquote.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm going to have to
get in
real
them
close.
eccentricities, I call them weird as fucknesses.
You say tomato, I say thermonuclear weaponry.
You know what? I was going to say the same thing, actually. I was going to comment on, like, nuclear warhead.
Son, that's not a tomato. That's a 6.5 kiloton nuclear bomb.
Well, I'm reminded
Call
of the
That's
fact
the
that
stem.
I'm reminded of the fact that
That's the tricker,
Nixu calls the special drops in what's that game that he plays? The special drops in Warframe potatoes. He says it's like a game wide like
yes, I know
that everybody uses that term.
Yeah, I know what he's referring to now. Yeah, those aren't drops; those are real special sort of upgrade things.
Yeah, but he says that everybody uses that term. I'm not so sure.
It is. It's a really weird universal term, and I do not know where it came from.
So it actually is ubiquitous.
Yes, a lot of people call.
Hey, Trans.
Oh God.
What?
Hey, Trans.
Oh man, Uber Piccolo.
Well, I've had Uber Piccolo. We're doing Spread Piccolo first.
Oh God. Oh. Oh man.
Trans, is your head hurting from the sheer awesome that we're about to experience?
Yes.
You are about to inflict, like... I'm fairly certain
Game
there
has suddenly lost its ability to kill the Nye.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Do not say that. You're going to get me killed.
This is the sort of... look, I won't say that it's lost... I won't say it's lost its ability to kill you, but I'm fairly certain that what you have planned is banned by several Geneva Conventions.
This entire game is banned by Geneva Conventions.
Seek would be brutal on the Piccolo.
I've tried it. It actually got me killed once.
Oh,
because the bullets prioritized mini targets instead of the boss.
Yeah, it doesn't work nearly as well as you'd think it would.
Unfortunately, Seek in general is a pretty bad upgrade on most guns.
Yeah, you want something with retarded rapid fire for it to be amazing.
Yeah, so on like Egon's Pride, it's really good. But that's about the only gun I'd put it on. I wouldn't even put it on like the Gatling gun. Let me out. Thank you. Health up.
Wow.
Up.
An official blurb from the Tower of Guns website. It's like Binding of Isaac, only less dead babies. Also, it's an FPS. Maybe it's not like
Binding of Isaac. Yep.
Joe, you are the best.
Joe is awesome, and yes, Trans, I am going to ask him. Let's see what happens.
I don't know. I found a lot of smaller. I don't want to say indie because I don't think this really qualifies anymore, because considering it's gotten a reasonable amount of press.
No, it's still indie. There is no developer. It's indie.
Don't put spread on it. Don't put spread on it. You know how at level 3 it shoots 3 bullets?
Yeah.
It changes it to 2 at all levels instead.
Oh, okay. I can add
Apparently, the really good mods in it are Seek and Spread. Or Seek and Rapid.
Rapid, I can see.
Yeah. Seek, you must have just had bad luck getting a really bad boss.
Yeah,
he got Togadrome. I was fighting.
It was in the Togadrome. He was fighting two of the pipe organs, and it kept targeting all the little things.
Which is kind of the point of that room, is to do that to you.
That explains it, yeah. In just about any other room, though, Seek on the pan flute would be amazeballs.
Well, I can put it on there as soon as we get an option.
Mm-hmm. Unless, of course, Rapid is an option, in which case...
Yes, if Rapid's an option, we're doing that. I've actually tried Uber on it. Apart from the fact that you can't actually see the level anymore, Uber is really good. Just the problem is the bullets
you can't see the level anymore. That's a good thing.
No, seriously. The bullets are so big and so bright, you're actually unable to see past them, I found.
Have you ever had the Absurdatron drop?
Yeah.
That thing is crazy.
I had fun with it. It's just, it's a little bit... It's so random that it makes it really hard to use it effectively, unless it's at level 5 and you're just shooting in general.
You're mashing yourself against the spiked ceiling.
Yeah, I know.
More than enough health to survive.
Well, not only that, but we also have defense, and one of the things defense does is it actually reduces all forms of damage, including spikes. Spikes are not percentage-based.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really nice to have.
So, are you going to take on the Maw now?
Yeah.
You got more than enough death on hand.
I always seem to sneeze a lot when we're playing this game. I don't know why.
Clearly the mind control devices are working. Wait, shit, did I say that out loud?
Nord?
Yeah, that reminds me of Saints Row. I've been playing a hell of a lot of Saints Row 3, and one of the...
Such a fun game.
It is. I'm looking forwards to 100%ing it, just because I want to... It's a game that I find worthy of 100%ing.
Yes.
It's just, right now, it's a pain in the ass, because there's so much I still have to do.
I've seen a really good description of the Saints Row series.
You gonna do the same for Saints Row 4?
I might. It depends. Because Saints Row 4 I'm not liking quite as much, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's not as good as 3, but it's really, really good.
I'm enjoying it. It's a completely different game.
It plays... It is the Crackdown sequel everybody wanted.
I've seen the Saints Row 4 series described as...
Crackdown 3.
How did it go? It starts off as being a GTA ripoff.
Yeah.
Turns into a bad GTA ripoff.
Yep.
Then turns into a parody of GTA, and then becomes the greatest superhero game ever made. But the one before that, the parody of GTA, is also the best GTA game ever made.
Holy hell, that's a lot of explosives.
Yeah, that's what the GG9000 does.
Huh.
It's being fired by this gun right here. Was being fired by that gun right there.
Yeah, I really like the Saints Row games. They're just...
They're so gloriously sort of... It's nice to have a game that doesn't take itself seriously.
Yeah, and it makes no effort to take it.
My character in Saints Row 3 is a killer mime. We found a way to do it. It's a killer mime.
In Saints Row 2, I played Ness from Earthbound.
Yeah. My character was a killer mime, and some of the cutscenes, watching that character walk around with a pistol, which is my preferred weapon, is terrifying. Like, you're sitting there going, oh god, it's a mime, and it's oh god. Speaking of oh god, goodbye.
I positively love... I forget what the name of it is, but one of the voices is the vaguely British guy.
Damage minus. Ouch.
It happens. I am not worried about damage down right now.
So you're going on to face the Maw.
Vaguely British voice in Saints Row has the best lines.
I think the female one is the one that I use. And,
I think there's a female one I tend to use that I quite like. I can't remember. At some point, I want to play co-op with you.
You can do that.
I want to make that a thing.
I think, let's see, Saints Row who's Saints Row made by?
It was Volition.
Was Volition.
If they have Let's Play allowances, I might.
I think they're outright encouraged.
I might. The only thing I'd be... Ouch. The only thing I'd be... by the way, the damage I just took was from the elevator landing on me.
I know there's this guy, Idle Ninja, right?
Okay.
He's responsible for the big mod scene for Saints Row 2 and 3. Well, a month before Saints Row 4 came out, a package showed up at his place. It was from Volition, or whoever owns them now. I forget, Deep Silver, whatever.
Yeah, Deep Silver, that's who it is now.
Yeah, so he got a package from them. He opens it up and is like, hey, here's your pre-release copy. Get started on mods ahead of time. Don't pirate this to people. That's it. Just, hey, you're cool. You're gonna make the mods anyway. Here you go. Oh, and it also had a list of things to not mod in because they're going to be DLC. So it was like, don't mod in these, please. We're adding them on our own later.
I'm trying to do this legit with this gun. I'm not happy. There we go. Yes, I did. Okay. So I did legit beat the boss with the Kegerator. Win.
See how everything wants to kill us? We're definitely in Australia.
Uh-huh. Actually, this is probably the comment that I have most... this is probably the story I've seen the most.
Australia. Where 80% of the things are deadly, 40% of the things are adorable, and all of the things are covered in talons. And that's just talking about the humans.
I have a friend who actually is from Australia, and they will back this up.
Me too. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's Val that I got that line from.
In fact, I'm pretty sure it's the same friend. Anyways.
No, well, actually it isn't, but...
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think your friend is Valharu or Saba.
I know, no, not in this particular case. I know of them, they were on thing, but no, not in this particular case.
So what we're going to do now is, now that I've beaten the game with that setup, we are actually going to go and, we're going to go and do stupid things.
Yay! Woohoo!
So, job 1, let's go find Hugbot Alley.
You're going to murder them all,
Yep.
aren't you? You're a bad person.
I'm hoping to get the loot lubricator when I do it, too. Okay. Any secrets in here? Not that I care about. But I also want to get on top of the, I want to get on top of the tower again, if that's even a thing that I can do. Because we actually have more jumps now than we did when we did that.
Knowing Joe, there was a flag you set. It's just going to be, not again, get off, and a little hand comes out and flicks you off the edge.
God, if Joe did that, please.
Would you be surprised at all?
I would applaud. I would applaud the man.
It seems like the kind of thing he'd do.
You're going to be lucky if you get that far, though. Your health's taking a beating.
Yeah. Well, I got hit by a spin bot.
They live to spin, which is a good way to make you not
Spin,
live.
spin to win.
Everybody spin, spin, spin. Or is that turn? I forget.
Turn, I believe.
You know, that song is actually
Right,
about a
right.
bird watcher pointing out a rare bird and nobody's paying attention. Nothing.
I guess. I mean,
It's called a turn. T-E-R-N.
I thought you were talking about everybody turn as in everybody turn around. There's a rare bird behind you.
No, everybody, look, turn. It's a turn.
Ouch.
On the subject of birds, you ever see a pelican eating a pigeon? Because I have.
I live in the Pelican State, and no, I have not.
Would you like to?
No. That sounds terrifying. Those birds are frightening as it is.
You can hear it peeping all the way down.
That is terrifying.
Yep.
I was actually kind of curious if we were going to fight the Longhorn at some point.
You were.
Then you blinked and you missed him.
I was curious in the past at some point. Okay.
speaking of things that make funny sounds, have you ever listened to the sounds that Asian small-clawed river otters make?
I'm sure that I have, yes.
For those of you who haven't, viewers, if you've ever had a pet of any kind that had a squeaky toy, then yes, you have heard the sound of
In
that
fact, they
particular
get put
species
into
of
squeaky
otter.
toys frequently to make that sound.
I have no comeback for this line. That is
Congratulations, you have broken trance. This
I
is a
just
red letter day.
Because I said something more ridiculous than he came up with. It's amazing.
This is a red letter day. I don't think I've ever seen this happen.
Oh, speaking of red letter days,
He's trying.
I find
He's
it
trying.
amusing, just highly amusing, that it has been far longer between Half-Life Episode 2 and Half-Life Episode 3 than it's been between Half-Life and Half-Life Episode 2. Like, it boggles the mind, you know?
I find it best not to try and focus on that. All you'll do is damage what's left of your sanity.
And piss off fanboys.
I was going to say, and you know, we don't have very much of that left. We can't afford to lose any more of this.
I don't have any to begin with.
Are you buying the difficulty ups?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I've beaten the game.
Tell-alls.
Because I've beaten the game.
You want to you want to see how high you can get the difficulty before you die miserably?
Yes.
Nye's goal is to die from a single pellet.
And now I'm just
Possibly,
flashing back. Now I'm just flashing back to a quote from a conversation I had with a friend, like about a year and a half ago. It went something like this. So I've just I've just drunk one of those 8-hour energy drinks, and this is like 4 in the morning. We're having this discussion because I was having a bad case of insomnia, and so the discussion basically. So why you just drank an 8-hour energy drink at 4 in the morning? Why? For fun? For curiosity? To see if I die?
I'm also thinking, to myself, you already have insomnia.
No, I was the one with
drinking
insomnia.
an 8-hour energy drink.
I was the one with insomnia. He was just strange.
So, if you drink an energy drink and one of those relaxation drink at the same time, do you explode?
I think you might have heart palpitations.
I don't know. You might have to ask a trucker that one. I'm not qualified.
Do
No, I've
truckers
talked to them.
frequently do
They
that?
just do all the meth.
Is this something truckers frequently do?
Yes.
Is there a Secret Life of Truckers episode I have just not seen?
Basically, they get paid by the mile, not by the hour. So sleeping is bad because they also get paid very, very little.
Really? Because every time I've seen an advertisement for truckers, that amount of money that they're being offered is kind of big.
Yeah, but they don't get benefits or anything like that.
They don't
either,
get any
so-
benefits, and that's for a single very long-distance trip. And they have to pay for gas, for repairs, for fucking everything, basically. It works out that they don't get paid very much at all, and yeah.
If
It
you're a
kind of
trucker,
blows.
Comment, let us know.
No, I'm just reminded like that it's the transit jobs, quote unquote, generally are pretty crappy. I had a friend who used to drive a taxi, and I have no idea what happened to them. They just vanished.
Well, I can
Probably
imagine
died.
driving a taxi. Yeah, there's only a couple good things that happen when you're driving taxis, and living is not generally one of them.
Which was a pity because he was real creative.
As was the guy who managed to stab him to death using only a banana peel.
Yep. Togadrome time.
Togodrome, it's fun to say.
It really is, actually. Oh,
There's
okay.
a lot of words that are fun to say, like hullabaloo.
Actually, if Sam from Sam and Max says them, they're probably fun to say.
True.
Wait, is that 3 Doom Balls you've destroyed now?
Yeah.
Doom ball,
here we go.
murder all the doom ball, doom ball, doom ball. It's a ball that's
So
doomed.
you say that spread is really bad on... Okay.
Yes.
So do I want
either it
Uber?
reduces the number of pellets or tanks their damage.
Do I want Uber on it then? Yeah, we're gonna do Uber for now.
Yeah, Uber's pretty good on it.
As I said, you can't see
Holy
anything.
fuck buckets!
As I said, you can't see anything when you run Uber on this gun.
Yeah, but all your enemies see is purple death.
That's pretty true. Ah, damn, we're in warehouse, not battlements.
Which I'm quite certain is a type of weed. Almost positive. Hey man, I got the purple death in. Whoa, that's just dank. I do not know weed slang at all.
Neither do I, so I'm not qualified to comment. But yeah, you can't see anything when you're doing this. You're just kind of shooting, and eventually things stop shooting back, and you go, oh, okay, I won.
Yeah, I can see why this is not the ideal thing to stick on it. It's not bad, because, oh, Nelly, is that potent, but yeah, probably Rapid or Seek are best on that little bastard.
Yep.
Your health is dropping like a...
Well, it's because I'm not hitting them is the problem. As stupid as that sounds, this is actually not hitting these guys most of the time.
Switch to a different gun?
I don't
yeah,
have
your
any
other
gun that's
options
better
are
at fighting
exactly
these things.
good.
I mean, I could do this.
Or could you?
Actually, that seemed to work pretty well.
What's that thing equipped with now? Vampire?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have put Vampire on the Piccolo.
But the option to put Uber on the Piccolo was there.
I know.
Actually, Vampire is on the, other gun.
On the motivational jam gun?
Yeah, so we can hold on to it. Until I get a gun that's
Fair enough.
better with Vampire.
Like Egon's Pride or...
Well, those don't drop in the game,
Oh, right.
unfortunately.
Isn't there one that's even better than the Egon's Pride, though?
Are you talking about the chain gun?
Chain gun! No, I think it's called... Is it Old Painless?
That would be the chain gun.
Yeah, Old Chainless. Or Old Pain... Not chain. I am English! Hear me,
I am
roar?
English, and so can you.
Yes. Oh, speaking of characters who are vaguely English, I submitted my finished Eclipse Phase character sheet, and
God.
my DM was laughing his ass off because, quote, Izzle, you're playing a vaguely British floating ball of death.
Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. Death is about to happen. I didn't even
Oh,
realize
shit.
how close to
Oh,
death I
wow.
was.
I didn't even notice that.
What happened? I blinked and you almost died.
No, those things I was just fighting just now. Also, these things.
Ah. You can do it. Live.
Maybe. Damage down.
I
Fine.
want to live.
Oh,
I
it's
want
here.
to
Hold on, we gotta pick it up.
live.
You're going to live. Sort of.
No, I'm not.
Well, if you can call that living.
I can't.
I can't call it living if I don't pick up difficulty ups on playthrough 3. More jumps.
Wait, we're already on playthrough 3?
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember,
I must have blinked and missed it.
Remember, playthrough 1, I didn't actually,
Playthrough 1, he looped.
Oh, there we
Playthrough
go.
2, there you go.
Death. Yeah, playthrough 1, I didn't fight the Uber boss. Playthrough 2, I did. That was playthrough 3.
Ah, I didn't even notice you going against
Well,
the...
then you realize
or
GPS
not-
is capable of navigating
Words.
space-time wormholes.
You were, in fact, in Australia. You also passed through Tahiti, Pluto, and Akron, Ohio, each of which stayed on time your expected arrival. You still arrived late.
Ding!
Yep.
Eyes are done.
Ding, fries are done, ding, fries are
And
done.
63 more.
And 63 more.
Your end difficulty was 588, I think?
Yep.
Yes.
It was slightly under 900!
No.
Let's-
Anyway.
Let's check the collection. We've done it, guys. The collection is 100% complete. We have gotten every item.
Oh, wow. What's the 95... What's the completion... What's the last 5%?
The last 5%, if I'm guessing correctly, is going to be beat the game, Uber win with every gun, Uber win with every perk.
Yes, it actually asks, have you beaten the game with every perk?
Did you lose a golden axe?
Or was it a silver axe?
Yep.
Look, kid, let's keep it straight here. I can't actually upgrade this any further. You're gonna have to wait till the next game, okay? Okay, good. Here's a golden axe and a silver axe along with your weapon back, and say hi to Grandpa for me. Doodles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
That is basically what it says, right?
Yeah,
Something
pretty
like
much.
it, yeah. We'll see you guys next time.
Later.